beam.
Get in there and make sure I don't beckon him across, yeah?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, come on, carry on.
Okay, look down to the left. Anything coming down from the
No.
left? What about on the road opposite again?
No.
Okay. Now bear in mind we've got driveways and gardens, yeah? We could have children
Alright,
come
yeah,
running out, so
yeah.
it's important we take into account that could happen.
Alright, yeah.
Look round to the right.
Nobody there.
There's still nobody there. We've just got to wait and see what this guy's doing. Now the way his wheels are pointed, it looks like he's driving straight across.
Right.
Okay then. So it's important when we do start to turn, Tony, that you look in the direction of travel.
Yeah.
If you don't, we could end up on the wrong side of the road. Okay, so anything coming from the right?
No.
No? Okay then. So when you're ready, it's safe to pull
Oh, it's
around.
only the right I've got to look, is it?
Well, we'll look opposite. We've
Yeah.
already looked at these. Look opposite.
Yeah, that was 10 minutes ago, Barry.
Oh, sorry. And to the left. Make sure you're looking the way we're going.
Yeah, if there's a 30-second or a minute break, I've got to do the observations again,
yeah.
haven't
I was thinking, I haven't talked about...
New road.
New road,
roads.
yeah. What I haven't done is talked about who's got right of way in that position of if he was turning
Yeah,
right
we're
down
going to turn left.
and then left here, please.
Right, I'll relax a minute.
Right.
Breathe. Is that a bit easier that time?
Yeah. But turning left isn't really an opportunity to talk about. It's better when you're going straight across or right, isn't it, to say who would have right of way if there was a car there when you're in that position.
Yeah. I mean, I have made it very clear to you, and if you don't take it on board, and the subject's Crossroads, don't expect to pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have made it very clear to you. If you don't emphasise that road opposite, you'll stuff it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, hang on. You're going to have to listen, Barry.
Yep.
And take on board what I'm saying. Yeah. I said if you don't emphasise that road opposite, you're going to stuff it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, we did have a pedestrian there, and you kind of just brushed it away, yeah?
Yeah.
Look, if you, that pedestrian, didn't change his mind and started coming towards me, because I would have waved him across if I had the opportunity, yeah?
Yeah.
But that pedestrian is there. It's a tool for me to use, but it's also a tool for you to use to educate me. And how are you going to do that?
Well, tell you that he's there, and also just say there's a pedestrian there. Don't wave him across.
Yeah, the fact that you've seen him, and I knew you'd seen him because you had mentioned him, get in there, and it's very important, don't beckon these pedestrians across, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like I saw you earlier on beckoning the vehicle across in front of me, yeah?
Right, yeah.
When you wanted to talk to me, yeah? There's no good you sitting there telling me not to do something, and I'm sitting there watching you doing it, yeah?
Right.
Sit on your hands if you have to, yeah?
Right, okay.
Let other vehicles decide what they want to do. We're not going to tell them what to do, yeah?
Right, okay.
Yeah, why did you beckon that car across anyway?
I just want the car out of the way so I could talk to you.
Yeah, so how's that going to look to the SE? Or
He's just going to think you can wave people across.
or go back to your real students. How's it going to look to your real students?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, there could have been a moped or a push bike coming down the inside there. I didn't see you check. Don't do it.
Right.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, so I like the way you made the emphasis on the extra road, but I had to give you the push to do it, yeah?
Yeah.
But then when we came around again, we did actually have for the first time a pedestrian there, and
I wasted the opportunity.
And get in and use it.
Yeah.
It's a tool that I can use, or it's a toy I can use to play with. But you've got the tools to stop me playing with it by saying, if that pedestrian changes his mind, because you are actually talking about pedestrians on the previous one, and they may come out of the driveways and that, which is brilliant. I like that. But just make sure that you get that point across to me. I don't beckon that pedestrian across, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if he had to change his mind about and decide he's going to go to the right instead of to the left, I could have played around with him there, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
That was a lot better. Yeah?
Yeah, so I just haven't talked about priorities, and I suddenly thought, well, we've done the position for turning right and for cutting corners, not cutting corners, walk across, drive across.
Yeah, I mean, we had an exceptionally busy time today, because there's a lot of building work on, which is actually good, because it gives you more to do, yeah?
Yeah.
And practice makes perfect, yeah? There was on two occasions where we actually came down and we were actually turning right from Major to the minor, yeah? And I can see what you were trying to do. You were trying to talk me through the position for not cutting the corner on the first one. But you keep chopping and changing your mind. You start to talk me through, and then you see a car coming towards me, and then you completely
no, it's very confusing.
change your plan of action. All you have to do, what's the words that you can use to control me?
Don't go till I say so.
Don't go until I say so, because I want to talk to you about
not cutting the corner or cutting the corner.
I won't go anywhere.
Yeah,
I promise you, because you told me, yeah. But if you start talking me through the position, of cutting the right hand corner or not cutting the right hand corner, and then halfway through it start talking to me about the oncoming vehicle, I'm getting totally confused.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all you have to do is use the phrase, "Don't go until I say so. I want to talk to you about." I won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah. I just saw the car and I suddenly thought, I just better talk about.
But how many times has that situation arisen now, where we were actually in the middle of talking about something else?
A few times.
Yeah. So, how do you control it in future?
I say, don't go till I say so.
Oh.
And then I want to talk to you about.
Yeah.
Turning right, cutting the corner, or not cutting the corner.
Yeah. Remember, I'll be quite keen to wait if I know the reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be a little bit careful about your wordings. Talk me through exactly where you want me to stop.
I found it awkward on where I wanted you to cut the corner. I was sitting there thinking, what do I get you to line up? I couldn't think of a reference point to say, right, if you just stop here, blah blah. For not cutting the corner, we line up with the wing mirror underneath there, and I was desperately trying to think how I can make you stop just short. What would you use as a reference point to?
Well, the reference point for not cutting the corner is to get the giveaway line, to get the centre line of the road I'm turning into just by the door mirror. So where would the...
So you'd need it...
I need to stop short of that, don't I?
Just short, yeah. So that's all you got to say.
Yeah.
Right.
And obviously you done well to spot the fact, because when we went around there earlier, there wasn't a car parked in the corner there, but obviously one of the builders is part of the story, wasn't he? So we did have to cut the corner there, and he handled that quite well. The only bit where I just got a little bit confusing was that we could drive around there 100 times and we won't get a car coming towards us, and when you didn't want one, you got one there. Yeah. So I won't play around with the car coming towards me, providing you use the control element.
Yeah, don't go until I say so.
Don't go until I say so.
I want to talk to you about.
Yeah, and I won't go anywhere, yeah? That stops you then jumping around from just about to talk me through the cutting of the right-hand corner. And then you having to go off and talk about crossing the path of other vehicles, yeah?
Yeah.
So you've only got to deal with one thing at a time, yeah?
Yeah.
That was a lot better. A lot better. And that was exceptionally busy. Yeah. Every one of them junctions you got Tom, Dick and Harry thrown at you there, didn't you?
It's just not getting flustered, isn't it? Really, that's the thing, and that's what my learners do. I tell my learners not to. When you got cars up behind or something, I'm saying don't worry, blah blah, and then I'm doing exactly the same that they do. I'm sort of just.
Yeah, I mean, don't forget you've been working all night. I'm not any excuses for you, but you have been working all night. And how the hell you managed to A, drive all the way down here, and B, jump in and give a lesson? I thought that was 100% better. What was the biggest difference on approach to these crossroads this time?
Well, I was getting you was talking me through them.
No, I was only taught you through the mirrors, wasn't I?
I had sort of more control, like covering the brake.
Covering the brake. That was the big difference, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't have any problems on approach to the.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that control element, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you were having to say a lot less, and you were getting me to do a lot more, yeah.
But as a help, once you was doing that, because it took the pressure off of me. Then all I had to do was to worry about getting you to stop, and if we turned to get in the right position, left position.
Yeah. As I said to you, once you've had a chance to talk me through the first couple, and on the first one, you tend to go off on a tangent a bit, and then you realise, oh, what I keep my mouth shut. But then you have to recover afterwards. You know, don't sit there going, oh, hand on the window, and go, give me a rope, yeah.
It's like when he's going to turn left, I just thought, oh, we're in the wrong position, and all you had to do was just turn the wheel a bit.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
You know,
it's not.
It's me thinking, oh no, we've messed this up.
Yeah, it's not a great big problem. Obviously, I had to give you a little bit of a nudge because at one point in the event, oh, you know, when can I go then?
Yeah.
And then you realise, oh yeah, I've got to talk about the walk across, drive across the road, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, that's the information I need. Yeah.
Yeah. And really, that you've got to walk across, drive across. You need to do it when you're emerging from the T-junction, from the crossroads. Then would you need to then go over it again when you're going to turn? Would you need to give it twice, or once you've given walk across, drive across on one, is that okay, if you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, it's probably the one bit that you're probably not going to get passed over to me, because of the fact of the extra road, yeah? Yeah, so you might well get me to take the mirrors and the signal off you, because I've done that previously. I might well take the position for stopping at the giveaway line, and I would probably take the position off you quite easily for left to centre. But I wouldn't go as far as trying to pass the observations over to me because of the fact it's an extra road, yeah?
Yeah.
And we will be covering the subject again. And I really don't want to have to nail you on making a great big thing about that road opposite, yeah?
No, yeah.
You know, I've sat on this PST quite a few times, and it's that road opposite is the big difference, and you've just got to make it sound a bit more, raise the tone of your voice a bit, yeah? You know, I'm not saying shout at me. Tony, it's very important, yeah? Right. And when I did ask you went into great detail, people could come out of those drives, yeah? But that is the difference between an emerge and a crossroads, is that road opposite. So you mustn't skate over it. But he really likes you to make a big thing about it, yeah.
So really, when you're looking at it, like you're looking right, left for pedestrians, cars, but the one opposite, you make a big point of. There could be someone walking out of that garden. There could be kids on bikes. There could be this.
And if I have to pause, and I did have to pause at the last one. You were quite happy for me to pull out there without redoing the observations again, yeah?
Yeah. As you say, we've been there for quite a time.
Well, 30 seconds is a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure I look again. And then if I can't see to the right, and it wasn't easy to see to the right all the time.
No, it was a bit tricky. I was considering a peep and creep on that.
You were considering it?
Well, I said, can you see to the right? You was going, yes, so...
Well, I could see to the right. You didn't ask what I could see, though.
True.
Yeah, it's... I mean, I could see to the right. You didn't ask me what I could see, though.
Yeah.
You know, we could have... I didn't mention the creep and peep there, yeah? You know, stick my body forward and see around them cars, yeah?
Right, yeah. Because you didn't say, oh, I can't, it's a little bit difficult. It's my fault there. I just assumed that you could see properly down there. But that's down to me to say.
Do you want me to serve you coffee as well and and a donut while we're waiting there?
That'd be very nice.
Yeah.
When you've got cars parked, if I'm having trouble seeing, then you're having trouble seeing. So I should be saying,
yeah.
If you can't quite see, I should have said, have you done peep and creep before? Do you understand what it is? And then we could have perhaps done that. Yeah.
That was 100% better. 100% better. And I'm glad it was busy. And it was actually chaos today, wasn't it?
It's good in a way because. Yeah, if you can get used to having cars in front, behind you and things like that, then when you get to a junction there's nothing there. It gives you that much more time to talk about what you're going to do without
I don't think I'm being a total sod. I do appreciate the fact that you've been working all night and you haven't had any sleep.
No,
but I mean, I have to take that into consideration.
Well, no, it doesn't matter because well, hopefully, well, I'm not going to be working when I do.
No, you're not.
I won't
No.
be doing that, so that's not going to arise.
I'm
but-
going to be ringing up your boss and saying he ain't coming in tonight. He's,
no, I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not.
Right, so we'll pause that there for a minute.
Right.